Hello and welcome back to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table actual play production of Giant Slayer, also known as our Legend of the Ramble House Saints campaign. So when last we left our valiant heroes, one of them had fallen. And that would be Krado, and he literally fell to his doom. 34-yard fall, actually more than that. So it was 18 on the bottom, 17 on the top. So yeah, it was 34 times 2, 70-yard fall. Ish. So it was a big drop. And he took 16 wounds from it, which even after applying the wound cap was still too much for him to take. And he had no bennies left. So Krado lies dead. The dragon form of Iwiga is still floating out in the air, and she had a few more points of movement left. So she is going to use that to head out farther. And she is also quite a bit up in the air. Now, I picked up a new mod for Foundry, so hopefully it will measure the range correctly. And Nick, did you want to take over running Ingrahild until...
I can.
Okay. Let me hop into the NPCs. And I will change permissions and make you the owner of Ingrahild until we have your new character in. All right. So from there, it goes to Ingrahild's turn. Nick, what is Ingrahild going to do?
Let me get to so I can actually see my character real quick. All right, so Ingrahild saw the dragon go out. She will go. Oh, come on.
Out onto the bridge.
Oh, yeah, her pace is 10. Okay.
Yeah, she's got speed on her.
I'm like, why is it not stopping? So basically, she's going to go out the door, and she's going to look up and not see Krado in Iwiga's mouth anymore.
That is correct.
And if I remember correctly, she has her bow drawn still.
That she does.
All right, that should be within proper range. So we are going to take a shot.
She is actually 23 inches away from you because of height.
Oh, neat. So the math does work.
Yeah, those bows have a hell of a range on them.
Oh, we'll move right to the 10 inches and then.
Yep, and that moves her to about 21 to 22 inches away. Thanks to this new mod called Elevation Ruler doing all the math for me, but we may have to modify the modifiers. Because I think... Okay, so it'll be at least a -2. Because she's not in long range yet.
Yep. And it'll automatically adjust for that, and we will take the roll for it, see if it does it properly. Nope.
It did do it properly.
Well, critical failure.
Oh. I was looking at the range. I didn't even look at the fact that it was a critical bowstring snaps roll. And she has another round, possibly, to get into this.
Yep.
All right. As we go into...
Can Thid actually take his turn? I was just holding.
Yeah, you can actually take it right at the start. All right, so Thid is going to act now. And Thid, what are you going to do?
So, Thid, standing over here feeling useless. When Thid saw Spike on these lily pads before,
Mm-hmm.
He saw that the lily pad kind of floated down a little bit. Did it seem like there was enough time for him to jump on a lily pad and then jump to another before it floated down, or that he'd be able to reach?
If he moves fast enough, it's going to be, let's see, at least 3 actions, all of them athletics checks.
Okay.
But he's got to have the speed to get all the way across.
Okay.
So, but you notice that when Spike's weight seemed to be neutral, didn't seem to affect it, but as soon as that summoned ally showed up, it's like it hit a weight threshold. And if you had to guess, you would think that since it is so much larger and is carrying a lot more gear, it's probably going to go down as soon as he hits. So he's going to want to keep moving.
Okay, so Thid is going to take 2 actions this round.
Okay.
First action being he is going to cast Speed on himself. And he's going to cast it with another additional 2 power points.
Okay.
Let me make sure I'm reading the amount of power points right.
Click on the subtract power points until it goes to the neutral color where it's not highlighted or anything. I forgot to turn off automatic PowerPoint deductions since you guys love your.
Yeah. So he's going to actually do. He's going to spend 4 additional power points on this. The 4 additional power points will give him dash, which makes his running die maximum result.
Okay.
And then actually, let me see if I need that. The pace is 5. Yeah, I'll need it. And then the second one is quickness, and quickness as I
Gets rid of
lost
the
my page.
-2 run penalty, right?
Yep. So the character's total multi-action penalty each turn is reduced by 2. So she can do 2 actions at no penalty or 3 at -2 each. So for this turn, this will be at a -2.
Indeed.
So not what I want, so we'll try Benny on that to start. That's not any
Came up
better.
with a 2 and then a 0.
Tough.
Oh, there's a 5, but that's going to be a 3 after the penalty. You
All
got one
right,
more.
I gotta use it. Try to get into this fight.
Pair of aces.
Big.
So a total of 10, which gives you
So-
a raise on it. Does a raise affect it at
A
all?
raise. So a raise also ignores the -2 penalty. And so with the quickness, it lowers the multi-action penalty. So I won't get a penalty for running, and I won't get a penalty for my first multi-action.
All right. So
And since you cast that first, you don't have that penalty on your next cast.
Right.
Correct.
So now my next cast, let me get my points fixed here. This will be down to 4. My next one will be I'm going to cast Boost Trait. You said that was all athletics, right?
Yep.
To get across there. So I will increase my athletics die by 1 step. So you see as far as flavor goes, you get some smelling salt like substance out. And then you see him bend over and kind of grunt as he's bending over because he's a short, stout dwarf.
Okay.
And tie his boots a little tighter.
And before you click in turn, let me modify.
Yep. He's also going to move.
Oh, it's already got all the effects on it, so it's good.
Cool.
And here I thought you were just like doing a line of coke.
Yeah. No, he's more holistic. And then next turn, he will be prepared to try to dash across these lily pads.
All right. So that takes us to a Wigga. And the first thing Awigga's going to do is she's going to pop off one of these. And that is going to bump her up. And then she is going to throw out one of these. And this will have that on it. Yeah, she's gonna Benny that. And we'll Benny that again. Still nothing, so that's gonna fail. In between her first and her second action, she is gonna fly straight down. So that's gonna put her at and as she gets down into the brush, she is going to use a free action to revert. And Awigga, as she reverts, or not Awigga, Ingrahild. As she reverts, Ingrahild gets a notice check because now she's down in the brush. Right on the money. As she is dropping down into the brush, he notices that as she reverts her form, she is not an elf. Sorry about that. As a matter of fact, she looks more like... Let me find her. I'm going to keep talking until I find her, and I'm going to just show the artwork to everybody.
Don't like that.
That is what she looks like.
So some kind of like corrupted, gnollish, trolly looking thing.
Yeah, hag mixture in there somewhere.
And as she goes down in...
As someone who's killed an entire party with hags, that's a frickin' hag.
Yes, it is.
There we go. Oh, come on. It changed the token to the wrong token. Oh, I need to head over here and hit escape. So go to... Oh, I know where it's at. I am stupid. So tokenizer, NPC images. And there's her token. Update. There we go. And she falls down into the brush, and she is no longer visible to you from where she's at. However, you can heal her, hear her. You can hear her casting another spell. And let me get to it. Apparently, it removed it when I switched her back. There we go. Huh, that's weird. All right. And she does not have enough for that. So she is going to roll. And she succeeds. That's going to be 3 power points off.
Shouldn't she have had a multi-action penalty on that one?
Yes. So that changes it. So she'll have to spend a penny on that. Let me throw that on there. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, I'm not missing a damn thing this week.
so let's hit that again. And still a success.
That's fine. I just needed her to burn bennies.
Wait a second. It still didn't add it.
Yep, because if you add the Benny to it,
Ah,
or add it to it, it reverts it back to the original roll.
all right, so let's do this from the start with 2 actions. And get it to roll correctly this time. I'll take that. And her number of wounds goes down.
Still just a basic success.
Yep. But she is no longer in anybody's sight. And that takes us to Ingrahild.
All right, so to replace the bowstring would probably be what? An action? 2 actions?
I would say 3 actions total.
Alrighty. We'll spend all 3 of our actions this turn fixing the bowstring.
Okay.
And then after we get that fixed up, we are going to move forward. Oh, right there. About where she was. And then, because I kind of saw where she went down, I may not be able to see her now, but if somebody comes closer, I'll be able to point out the general area where she was.
Okay. All right, Blizz.
I don't know why it said remove shaken. I was not shaken.
Yeah, it's
Weird.
there's been a couple of updates to Foundry, so there could be something going on.
That's okay. I know what's going on. And this is what we're doing. We're casting Barrier. I'm going to pump 2 power points into it to double its length, and 1 power point to change its trapping from an ice wall, because that's my default, to a cobblestone bridge.
Okay.
And so a 10-yard cobblestone bridge appears between this ledge and that ledge, and I measured it, and it'll land just right. So I will... Oh, whoops, wrong thing.
I got you.
Okay, you got me. I appreciate that.
Let me get, and I'm going to change the image on it just because I like having correct images. That's my OCD stepping in.
Right, and since we produce this with video, that'll be fine.
Yep. Balls.
So everyone can see the pretty images. For those listening, I got a 7, which is a basic success. Not a raise. Don't need to fish for a raise because just the barrier. I'm just giving Thid a pathway to run to where he doesn't actually have to jump across the lily pads.
Oh, it didn't fill the whole thing up like I thought it would. That makes me sad.
I've heard that a time or two in my life, and it hurts every time. And then after that, continue to place unnecessary templates because I'm on the wrong thing. And then I will move over yonder. Did not give me... Is my speed up or something? No, it's just acting funky. There we go.
All right.
That's where we'll stop because I don't see anything. And lastly, I will go, Spike, kill! An intern.
All right, Spike. You are up.
Alrighty. I'm going to move.
What's your speed currently?
24?
48.
48. I forgot about that thing.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, my thing's running slow here.
Spin my power.
So when I get to this point, I don't see anybody, correct?
You
Any
see,
hostiles.
you do not see any hostiles.
Okay, can I? Okay. I would like to do something to where I could like hear to try to find them and then continue my movement and then attack.
Say someone's approaching. Ingrahild's going to point out the general area and say she transformed back.
Okay. And
So this area around in here somewhere.
That would
Okay.
be a notice check at a -4 because she is well camouflaged at the moment.
Thankfully, she is not invisible, though.
correct. So does the -4 does that include like I want to do 2 actions theoretically?
No, it does not.
So that's going to be a -6.
Correct.
It's not an option for me.
You click the -4 and the -2.
I don't like that. That's dumb.
What's dumb?
It's
Why
fine,
didn't it just have a -6?
because you can make 6 with 2 and 4.
You can make -8 with 4.
All right.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
You are not sure where she's at.
Oh, that's an option. Oh, it's
And
worse.
as it comes in at a lower number, first it was 0, now it's -1 after the penalties.
Yeah. We'll have to fix my bennies.
Did it not spend it?
It did, but it spent it on my dragon spike.
Oh, okay.
I just got to remember when we go back to Kristen spike.
Well, that's easy for me to do.
Beautiful.
I can do this, and then it's at the correct.
I do believe Ingrahild is signaling in a roundabout
Yeah.
area as to where to go.
Yeah, I'm just going to fly down. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah.
All right. So you have more than enough to get down to that level.
I'll just try to land my dragon self.
Landing.
Yeah. And just kind of looking around.
All right. Let me get you to the right level there. You are now at the right level. And okay. All right. So that was Spike's turn. The end of Spike's turn, we go into round 6. Sid, you were up.
Right. So Thid started his leap, and he was clearly going to miss this lily pad. And then this cobblestone bridge appears underneath his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully. So Thid will move his movement, which is 10 now, and then his run die is automatically 4. So he's gonna get to there. And can you just double move, or is it just move and run are your only options?
Move and run are your only options.
Yeah. All right. That'll be pretty much it. And it'll say, "I'm coming. I'm coming."
All right. That takes us back to Spike. Oops. I was not.
Oh.
I forgot to switch back off the templates.
Okay, so just quick looking around. I don't see anything.
You can make another notice check at -4.
Can I just oh gosh dang it. Okay, I'll do 2 actions. Cool. I just want to do acid breath in a random direction.
You mean ice breath?
The ice breath, can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it has the cone attached to it. Go ahead and click on Breath Weapon Ice.
Oh gosh, hold on and put me back on Spike.
Yeah, Spike is there but hidden.
Yeah.
All right, so click on the cone and you can use your mouse wheel to spin that cone around whichever direction you want it.
Ingrahild's still pointing.
Yep, the general direction. Which, I mean, where I pointed out, she landed to the south of it, so.
Yeah. We'll try there. What could possibly happen? And then do I roll for this?
No.
Okay.
Well, you can click roll. It should throw out a nice little animation. Unless I didn't do that. Doesn't look like I did that. Sad. And as you're blasting your breath out, you don't believe that you hit anything with it.
Yeah.
At least nothing screamed.
Yeah.
And
Fair
that
enough.
takes us to Ingrahild.
All right, so we're going to step up to the edge of the bridge. I saw where she went down, so if I wanted to take a shot at that general area, it would be with what, a -4?
Correct.
Yeah, we'll do that.
And is it showing you guys my measure template?
No.
Or my range template, I should say.
It
I'm
is not.
seeing anything.
Okay.
I would probably have an additional -2 for range.
Yes, that's what I was just figuring out was the range.
Yeah, so -6 total.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the range should automatically calculate.
I don't have anything
You have to have
target.
a target.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
All right, let's go for another pair of ones.
And,
you know what? We'll spend a Benny on that. And that wasn't any better.
Nope. So a total of -1.
Yep, and I'm going to tell Spike it's in the general area where I was shooting towards.
I have no idea where that was.
This
Up in
general
this
area
area.
over in here.
Perfect.
All right. That takes us to Blizz.
Blizz is going to come out to there. Sees the dead body of Krado. Sees that. Sees nothing to attack. Strategic retreat behind the door. Call out that. I'm going to roll my run to get 2 extra inches of movement to get back in this door. And be ready to slam it when the other 2 come through.
Okay.
Because as far as we know, this is the only way into this room. And I am done.
Okay. So that. And why did it not do the... There we go. And stuff is happening. You guys hear chanting out there somewhere.
Wouldn't that give Spike and Ingrahild with line of sight like an ability to see her? Because she didn't make a stealth check.
They would, but since they don't know exactly where she's at, it would have to be at the -4 because she hasn't moved.
Better than a minus nothing. Or minus more, I guess.
I was gonna say not better than minus
Right.
nothing.
It's been a day.
It has been a day. It really has. And I would tell you all about it, but not while we're recording. Where is that one?
I don't know. If it's not there, it probably doesn't exist, and you're making stuff up.
Oh no, it exists.
I don't think it does.
It really does. Well, while I am busy looking for what I want, so those of you who are watching will notice that I am not actually on cam tonight, and I don't think I'm going to do the cam for myself anymore, just because it's kind of a pain setting up the green screen and all that other fun stuff. I need to check the list. And I also have to make sure that nobody's running around behind me and knocking over, primarily my children, knocking over the fun bit of green screen that I have, because it's very kind of unbalanced sometimes. All right, there it is. And it falls under. Okay. All right, now let's try this. So apparently one of the forms that I can use was not in the thing. And that unhit her. What the fuck? All right. And she is going to stealth to move. All right. And then it goes into the next round. You guys can hear movement, but you're not 100% sure where. And because of the dense, heavy underbrush, it will be at a -4 still to spot her because she's more than a couple inches away. Spike.
Yeah. Can I just start like walking through?
Absolutely. Which way do you want to go?
I mean, I got a lot of movement. Just in a giant circle.
Well, right now your movement is actually much less because you're on the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you landed.
I don't know how much the ground movement is.
Your pace at that would be 12.
12.
You could also burrow at 12 because of the speed.
What would that do?
You'd be able to travel underground.
I'm just gonna go like the top half of where I was. I took my shot. My thing is, like, I see these trees next to me here.
Mm-hmm.
And I like the trees. So I tried to the bottom of the trees. So I'm just gonna try between like the top area here, between the door and the northeast.
No, go ahead and drag yourself and move.
I feel like I'm on like zigzag, like, oh, and I can't read the numbers.
Just zoom in.
Yeah, I still can't read them.
It's so small.
So
Yeah, because I got that white background right now.
Watch the color of the line as you're moving, and it'll tell you how far you've gone.
Yeah, if it turns red, you've gone too far.
She moving? Because I haven't seen you move on my screen. There you go. All right.
I see anything on that path.
Go ahead and make a notice check with the -4. As of right now, you have a total of 1.
Nope, that's fine.
Okay. You don't know where she's at. Blizz, still waiting on them to come up?
Nobody's listened.
Does
but
not seem to have.
I hear tromping through the brush. I'm gonna scoot back and pop myself with one of my few remaining charges on that. So I'll make my spellcasting roll. Which, that's going to be a raise.
Okay.
So things get a -6 to notice me as I go invisible. And that's all I'm doing at the moment, because can't really see what to fight. Makes more sense to wait for it to come to me. And that is my turn.
All right. And that takes us to her turn. Okay. So stop that. And she is going to that. You guys can hear more chanting down there. Oh, wait. Before she does that, she actually gets something else first. Okay. And then she will do that. And then it'll go to Ingrahild.
All right. I'm going to holler down at Spike and say Blizz told us to get back and make her come to us. So we are going to go ahead and move. Well, I guess that would put us there. We're going to go ahead and run after that. And that'll be 2 more inches. Does that say 12? 12
Yeah,
is
12.
by. Yeah. Hold on. Let me zoom in so I can actually read it.
Yeah, I'm not going to make these maps 256 pixels per inch anymore. I didn't realize it messed with the text so badly.
All right. And that puts me right at the door.
Okay. And that takes us to Thid. Thid, what are you going to do?
Oh, and speed's now gone.
Thid would have heard Blizz talking, I assume. So he will come through the doorway, see Blizz and Ingrahild, and he's just kind of panting as he arrives. Let's see, where am I at on movement here?
Blizz is just a hazy outline, actually.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. So he'll see Ingrahild at the door and say, where's the rest of them? Where's she at? And that will kind of be it for him.
All right. Ingrahild is up first.
All right. Now that we're slowed down, we're going to take our slow dwarf ass and get inside the door, and that'll be it.
And then Spike.
Spike will just start flying.
Okay. Now you have your flight back. Are you flying towards the door?
Yep.
So you'll have to move 18 up. So I will do that. So that way you are at the correct height, and you'll have 6 inches of movement left unless you're running.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to. The problem is once I click, I can't zoom in. I'll just sit here.
All right. Blizz.
I will hold.
Okay. And then it goes to Thid.
Hey, Ingrid, what are we doing?
We're waiting here.
Blizz will speak up. We're waiting for Spike.
Sorry. Okay, where's Krado? Is he
Dead.
down there with her?
Dead.
It'll just kind of, his whole expression will drop. Because this is now another friend that he's lost.
Friend number
So-
3.
Is he just going to stay there?
Yeah, Thid'll move over here
Okay.
and get his weapons ready and whatnot, but he seems a little defeated. But at the same time, he's kind of hyped up on some amphetamines. So he's very fast sad.
All right. Takes us to her. And she is going to get one of these. That happens. Then all right. That takes us to Blizz. Are you still holding?
Until I have a reason not to, yes.
All right. On the red Joker, we have Spike.
I'm just going to fly in here. And I'm gonna slam the door shut and rage.
All right.
And then I'm gonna move a little further because I don't want to be bunched up.
Okay, so that will actually end the fight for now. Because you guys cannot see each other. And you're not really close to each other. And now you have a moment to process everything. Krado is dead.
So Thid's gonna kind of drop his guard a little bit, and you see his shoulders sag. And he's just kind of looking down at his feet and at his spear and buckler. And you just hear him kind of under his breath. He goes, "First Bash, Wilkes, and now Krado too. I'm just full of bad luck." And so when he says that, Dustin is going to play his action card.
Oh.
Oh, his adventure card.
Yeah, adventure action stuff.
Which is called
The Dark Bargain. So he's kind of in this place that's alternate dimension. There's semi-dimension, whatever. So the card reads as Dark Bargains, the title. Says, play after contact with an arcane force or strange incident, which I believe this whole scenario is. Draw an adventure card immediately and increase the number you may draw and play by 1 forever. Also, gain the bad luck hindrance and discard and redraw if you ever get this card again. So, Thid, I think this is just a solid point for that card because Thid's just down on his luck. He's just got friend after friend falling, and he can't ever seem to keep them alive. And then Thid's also going to spend a Benny to get some power points back since he wasted all his to do nothing. And his friend still died.
Is there a lock on this door?
There is not.
Is there any way to bar this door?
No.
So does this door swing in or out?
Swings out.
Is there a handle on it?
A bit of one, yeah.
Well, I mean, we can tie a rope to it and tie a rope to another handle.
Yeah, can I try like I don't know if it'd be like a repair check maybe to try to fashion something like that?
Krado had the rope.
had 2 of the ropes. Well, to be fair, he dropped it in the other room. So it's probably down in the bottom of that pit by now.
Right.
Got any more of that sovereign glue?
Nope.
No, I think we sold it, didn't we?
No, we used it to make the torch helmet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
I'm going to set up over here just in case, where I can see what's coming through that door. And I'm just going to give it a solid few minutes. As the big-ass dragon runs the farthest the fuck away. Jesus Christ.
I'm sitting on the throne. The bitch made me mad. I wanted to eat her when she was sitting on the throne. But people were like, no.
Right. And then we'll be like, maybe next time you guys will listen to me when I tell you it is time to kill the thing.
Agreed.
And Ingerhild's going to kind of post up here on this corner with her bow trained on that door in case it opens.
Well, if Ingerhild's going there.
I think actually Thid's gonna come here and slump up against the wall and try to at least be able to listen for the door, but his thoughts aren't really there right now.
Sure, the invisible will wear off at a point. Since we're giving this a few minutes.
We need to make sure to recover his body.
Did anybody talk to him about what kind of burial rites he wanted?
It's not normally a conversation I have with people.
Maybe it's time we start.
No, I don't think so.
I would like you to find me the tallest mountain you can and encase me in ice.
Can I push you off afterwards?
Rude.
And we can't understand anything Spike's saying anyways, right? We
She can
determined that
speak
was
common
only...
and dragon form.
Oh, she can? I
Yes.
thought she was stuck to Draconic.
No.
Even if she was, I do speak Draconic.
Right. But we don't understand it. But you guys are having this conversation. Ingerhild and I are just staring at each other. Or I doubt I'm even looking up. Sid's just feeling defeated. So how long do you intend on waiting?
I was going to give it 10 minutes and if something interesting happens.
Well, you guys all sit there for a few moments, catching your breath, trying to figure out what to do now that you're down a person. And as everything happens there, and Thid is clearly devastated, Ingerhild herself, she looks very, very sad and is quietly sobbing up against the wall there. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Oh,
yeah, it's already been that long. Can you believe it?
And this was a fun night of Pathfinder. Now I'm just real sad. Not even fantasy sad.
All right. We'll see everybody next time, and thanks for watching or listening. Have a good one, folks.
bye.
Won't see Krado.
Yeah.
Knights of the Smith Dinner Table actual play videos and podcasts use trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated used under Paizo's community use policy. We are expressly prohibited from charging you to use or access this content. Knights of the Smith Dinner Table is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Incorporated and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. This game references the Savage World game system, available from Pinnacle Entertainment Group at www.peginc.com. It is unofficial media content permitted under the Media Network Content Agreement. This content is not managed, approved, or endorsed by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Certain portions of the materials used are the intellectual property of Pinnacle, and all rights are reserved. Savage Worlds, all related settings, and unique characters, locations, and characters, logos, and trademarks are copyrights of Pinnacle Entertainment Group.